If you're investing on Lande in 2026, the single biggest question you should be asking is this: how do defaults actually affect your return, and what can you do to offset them? I just sat down with the Lande CEO and got exclusive data that answers exactly that. Here's the breakdown. Lande is a Latvian licensed investment platform offering interest rates of 11 to 14% on secured agricultural loans. We are funding farmers from Latvia, Lithuania, Romania and Poland with loan terms of 12 to 36 months with the option to exit early via the secondary market. As you may know, the interest shown on the platform is only as good as the quality of your portfolio. If you have no defaults, you will get the advertised return. However, defaulted loans may reduce the cash flow and ultimately also your return. So let's start with the numbers that actually matter. During the interview, I obtained exclusive information on the 5-year default rate, which includes any loans with a delay of more than 90 days, as we show it on P2P Empire as well. For Latvia, the platform reports a historical default rate of 3.6%, in Lithuania 5.2% and in Romania 8.1%. To put those numbers in context, they are not great, but they aren't terrible either. Competing platforms like Insolid Finance or Estate Guru report significantly higher default rates, so against that broader European P2P market, Lande is holding up reasonably well, especially in its core Latvian market. That said, the Romanian figure deserves attention if you're allocating heavily there. You can just stop the video here and review the data segmented by collateral types and periods. As of today, no loans have been written off at Lande, as the company aims to recover as much as possible. Some loans have been in recovery for over 3 years. On one hand, this is good news. It means Lande is actively chasing borrowers rather than giving up on your money. On the other hand, it creates a real headache at tax time. Here's what actually matters. In most jurisdictions, written off loans count as a capital loss that you can offset against your P2P income, which reduces your taxable income and ultimately your tax bill. When a platform keeps loans in permanent recovery limbo, you are stuck paying tax on the interest income from your performing loans without being able to deduct the losses from the bad ones. The longer recoveries drag on, the more this gap compounds. The good news is that Lande has signaled they will be reviewing their bad loan book this year and may finally write off some of the loans that have been sitting in recovery for years. That would be a welcome development for anyone declaring P2P income, especially investors with multiple defaults on the books. If and when that happens, I will cover the implications in a follow-up, so make sure you're subscribed. During our discussion, we also reviewed some of the challenges Lande faced when entering new markets such as Lithuania and Romania, and we looked at the loan performance from last year, which has been improving significantly compared to 2023 and 2024. Despite that, many investors are quite sensitive to defaults, which is a natural feature of crowd lending. The CEO explained that investors should have at least 50 loans in their portfolio, ideally 100, to achieve optimal diversification on the platform and reduce the impact of defaulted loans. The biggest mistake is putting too much money into a few loans. Nikita described this as the classic eggs in one basket risk. As for my own portfolio since 2023, I have funded 55 loans, out of which 24 have been repaid and 3 are in default. Of the good performing loans, 24 are current and 4 are delayed. Even delayed or defaulted loans continue to accrue interest, but they do of course impact regular cash flow. So to give you a breakdown by capital exposure, my current Lande portfolio is €12,579, or just about 8% of my entire P2P portfolio. 86% is in the current loans, 10% in delayed loans and 3.4% in default. That's measured by euro-weighted exposure, not loan count. As you can see, the portfolio quality of my portfolio is noticeably better compared to the entire Lande loan book. My average investment per loan is €405 across 31 loans, with an extended internal return of around 10%. So yeah, considering this, I still have not reached the minimum recommended diversification. For every portfolio, this will look different depending on the amount of loans you hold, your investment period on the platform, and the average investment amount. The fewer loans, the greater the chance that you will be more affected by defaults. So how do we actually offset defaults? There are essentially 3 levers. The first is diversification. 50 to 100 loans across countries and collateral types is the baseline. The second is cashback. Lande offers regular cashback incentives ranging from 0.5% to 2% per investment on the primary market. The catch is that to qualify, you have to invest at least €500 per loan, which works well for larger investors, but is realistically out of reach for smaller portfolios. levers. If you can't hit the threshold, the secondary market and careful loan selection becomes your main tools. The third lever is the most interesting one, and it's brand new. Lande is preparing to launch a liquid product by mid-2026 that fundamentally changes the risk profile. You will get daily liquidity, the ability to invest in fractions of asset-backed loans, and critically, you won't be impacted by defaulted loans at all. The trade-off is reduced interest rate compared to the primary market. But if eliminating default risk while keeping your money liquid sounds appealing, this could be a game changer. It also promises a much higher degree of transparency than similar products like Go and Grow or Monefit Smart Saver. I'll be covering this in detail when it launches, so stay tuned. Investing on Lande is definitely not risk-free, and there is always room for improvement. If you want a deeper breakdown of the risks to watch out for in 2026, the full CEO interview and our updated Lande review are linked in the pinned comment below. That's where you will find all the country-by-country default data and my full risk assessment. So that's been a quick update on Lande. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.